Not gonna lie, guys, I did kind of not live up to it. I went in Costco and I haven't been in there in I don't know how long. And today's a Sunday. That thing was so packed and chaotic in there. That yeah, I don't know. That's probably just me making excuses, but it was hard to just like find somebody who seemed like would not be bothered by me talking with them, you know? It was packed. There's a guy on a loud ass bicycle next to me, like a motorized bicycle. But yeah, man, I kind of failed there, but that doesn't mean we're done for today. We're still going to figure out something to do to complete that challenge. But anyways, I'm going home now to eat breakfast, and my whole family's there. My grandparents are visiting, so that's one area that I normally struggle with the most, which is in Spanish with my family. So that's perfect. I'm about to put myself in that situation on purpose and try my very best to not give a fuck, to speak my mind. How do you guys know how it goes? Alright, so I just got done hanging out with my family, my parents and my grandparents for the past hour or so. And I gotta say, man, I felt incredible. I didn't think twice about anything. I didn't feed into the thought, into the part of my brain that normally thinks, will I stutter or not? I didn't feed into it because it wasn't gonna affect my actions anyways. I was gonna speak anyways, regardless of whether I stutter or not. So I simply didn't allow any brain power to go to that type of like thoughts or questions, you know? It didn't matter. It wasn't gonna change me anyways. I was gonna say what I wanted, no matter how. If I had to, you know, if I stuttered, I stuttered, but I was gonna say what I wanted. I think that's the biggest takeaway. So yeah, we kind of fumbled. We kind of fell short at Costco today, but I'm very, very proud of what I'm doing, of what I did. It might not, it's very hard to paint the picture of how important that is to me. But normally I'm very quiet around my family just to avoid stuttering. Normally I think twice a lot, and typically I have a really rough time just communicating, you know, saying my thoughts. That was not me today. So that's a huge win. Let's keep going. All right, guys, quick little recap before I end this video for day 4. I already spoke on how it went today with my family. Very proud of that. But after that, my cousin called me. I have a cousin who is in prison, and back then when he wasn't in prison, I used to talk with him. He was one of the people that I was most fluent with, actually. I was very comfortable. He was like a brother to me, you know? He still is. But anyways, for some reason, over the phone, yeah, ever since he's been in prison over the phone, it has been the same. I don't know. I've stuttered a lot more with him on the phone than ever before in the past. But today, man, honestly, I spoke great. We had an amazing conversation, way more than normal. And yeah, it's just because whenever speech is flowing well, things like you're more likely to conversate well, you know? Not just the quality of your speech, but the substance. You actually talk about important stuff, you know? Your mind is not worried about stuttering, so it actually has room to think about other things. So that was nice. But overall, I am a little disappointed that I didn't do the challenge at Costco, but I am still happy with and satisfied and proud that we still had that conscious intention in our head of bettering ourselves in our speech today, which we did, and I'm very happy with what we did. So yeah, man, that's it for today. I'll catch you guys on the next one, day 5. and we're making it all the way to 30. And I believe by the time we get to 30, we're gonna feel completely different, man. We're gonna feel completely different, and we're gonna have something to show for it. I believe that I want to find other people that are kind of wanting to do the same journey I am, and I think as together as a community, we'll be able to get so much further than by ourselves. So I want to create that. I want to create a community for this. But I need to step up my game. I need to start taking my content more serious, start catching more eyes, and I will make it happen. All right, I'll catch you guys tomorrow.